Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between, and welcome to part 23 of the Lord of the Rings Online Beorning playthrough. Now, we've got a couple of quests to hand in Osgiliath, and then we're going to head to the Forsaken Inn, hand in a few more quests, and then we'll head back to deal with the new group of Eglains we've come in contact with. So let's quickly hand in supporting our scouts.
Would you do something for me?
A moment of your time, Runlina, but know that the task I will ask of you will take more than moments and set you on a course for true danger. Speak some time back, before the darkness spread from the east and north, we witnessed the arrival of the dead at Nan Delu. We have often stayed afar of that place, as sometimes as something there always set unease upon us. Now, though, the evil emanating spreads fear throughout the people. I dispatched one of my strongest kinswomen to watch the ruins. She is there now with her companion, who was there at the behest of Stanric. Should you wish to aid us further, make your way to the ruin of Dolvaig, east along the road, and north to the highest hill, and assist her. So we can do that. We can also head to Radagast and hand in that quest, the epic quest. As well as go back to Stanric and hand on his quest.
How can I be of service?
Dead, yes. No more will these eyes spy down on us from above. Can we not find a bit of peace in that? I think that we shall. You've done us a great service once again, Runlina. There is little else needed for us to become well prepared for what may lay ahead. The bracelet's quite good. Getting a good reputation going as well. And now we return to Radagast.
You have returned, I see.
The Whites' destruction can only prove to help us in the time to come. Now listen, for there is much more to do.
This is dire news.
And level 30, congratulations. Completed a new deed actually as well. Which is good, and got some mail, and unlocked a new instance. But anyway, we can deal with all that later. Oh, the Great Axe of the Brown Wizard. It's pretty good actually. I did say I wanted to get back to a double-handed weapon, so I think we'll be taking that one. Book 2, Chapter 10, Breeders of the Dead. The sheer number of whites in Harangmar indicates the presence of gaunt men, vile necromancers who serve the Dark Lord. In ages past they dwelled in the witch realm of Angmar, but the White Council believed them all destroyed. Clearly they were wrong. Only the strongest of the gaunt men, the gaunt lords, have the power to summon the spirits of the Shadow Realm. The war singers carry the sigil of their gaunt lord. Search the ruins in the far east of Harangmar, defeat these creatures, and bring me their sigils. We must learn what God, this game can really be beautiful. You know, for a Game that came out in 2007, that's just so nice to look at. But anyway, here we are in the Forsaken Inn, with many a quest to hand in. So first back to Gadrick. Just back to hand in a couple of Eglain tasks, so nothing too much to worry about.
Leave me to my misery. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
It's a sorry day.
Good to hand them in. Now Kandak.
What can I do for you?
Frederick is in good health then. I'm glad to hear that. He and his kin have been through much turmoil in recent months.
I'm sorry. Did he need something?
Hannah the Younger needs oatmeal. Well, I'm afraid we're all out, and there's little to be done about it. My supply has dried up because of the problems they're having up at Outbarton. A cousin of old Mugworts lives in the town, a bounder by the name of Nod Gardener. He says that there are all kinds of problems there that the bounders can't solve by themselves. You look like you can handle yourselves pretty well, so if you should happen to swing around that way, you might be able to do some good. There won't be any oatmeal delivered out that way until problems in Outbarton are sorted out. You can get to Outbarton by heading north from Brocken Borings in the Shire across the Greenfields. Now actually we just picked up a quest because we're level 30 to go to Evendom, which is another new location. So the North Downs and Evendom. But now actually we've got this quest to go talk to the lady in Outbarton to Nod Gardener in Outbarton, and that's where Hal Gamgee, Sam's cousin, is as well. So we'll get to Evendom at some point in the future. But it won't be for a while, at least till we finish up the problems here. We've still got quite a few more to do in the rest of the Lonelands, so I think that's everything we have to hand in here. So I will see you all when we go back to talk to the Earthkin, those trolls. And here we are back with our Trollkin, who we just made friends with in the last episode.
Greetings.
Oh, is this bow better than ours? Not really, not by much. Zeroing is good, plus 13 will. I think we'll take that and replace Thorny's Revenge. You are possessed of strength beyond what I had believed of such little people. You have earned our trust and given us hope. We honor you and we give you our thanks and more. And as always, I don't have the space in my inventory. Good reputation for the kin.
You may help the Yorkskin.
I've actually got quite a good few quests to give us a reputation, which is good for the Eglain. Gekon will accept the offer from this tribe. You help these Eglain. You have shown the Joltkin that there is strength in the little people who dwell here. Return to your folk and tell them that they may come to us and we will speak with them and be friends. Go to the rocks to the north and give them these words. Get a nice cloak though. It's not as good as the one we have, but still.
You may help the Yorkskin.
We left our homes in the hill and stone caves of the north as the Thralls stirred and took back the land. In our haste, we easily could have overlooked the leader of the tribe, but we were cautious enough to hear his name and see his look. He is large and thick at the legs, bearing the look of a warrior and strength of many. He is called Garlip, and he is a leader of the Thralls in Harlock. What a gift it would be to know that he was defeated. A gift worthy of lasting peace it would be. He will wander through the swamps of the south. He will hide among the trees, and his brethren will be difficult to face.
You are welcome here.
In our homes northward we wrote histories upon stone. When the Thralls came, we abandoned our home and writing, and now have little of memories of our ancestors. The Thralls now sift through our old homes and steal that history. We have no knowledge of why, we know only that they now carry our histories upon them. Will you search them in the shade of the forest on the east edge of Arlok? Take back our history, our past, and return it to us. And that we shall do. So I shall go finish off those quests.
You are welcome here.
It is done then. While our homes are lost, the creatures responsible for our exile is no more, and we can find peace here in these lands. The wargs and orcs will prove more a nuisance than a danger. They are meager creatures compared to the mighty trolls.
Greetings.
Yes, Runlina, this is the history of my people written upon the stone. You have done us a great service, and it is clear that the little folk to the north chose you well. There is little to offer you but our thanks. I hope that is enough. It certainly is, because it's quite good. It's nearly 1,000 reputation for 2 quests. Now we have Nortram.
How can I be of service?
Stanric is a good man, and his words are true. We must prepare for the dark future ahead. As my companion, Swendrida will tell you the ruins of Nandula have grown darker than ever we have seen. My task is mundane but necessary. We require water bladders and food, as moving a large number of people from one location to another may take longer than we have to find new sources of fresh water and food. To make these bladders and feed our people, we will need a creature untouched by corruption. The boars on the eastern stretches will suffice. There are many boars east along the road, but a handful of burrows can be found where the hills are on the north and south sides of the road. So we'll do that, no problem.
Stay a moment.
Before you leave, Runlina, I would ask one other small favour. Left over from the last folk who stopped to aid us. Here. We have some bladders already clean and ready for water. I would ask you to make your way along the Great East Road to the last bridge and fill this bladder with water from Mithethel, the Horwell. The bridge has stood through many ages, and we have found that the water taken from the northern end of the bridge is best. Draw the water and return to me. Sure thing.
Greetings.
Friedrich is a strong leader and wise, and I have learned much just by watching the comings and goings within the ruins. I know that there is wealth to be gained from within that place as well. If you're happy to help, then I will gratefully accept any help you offer.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The Eglain have always kept their distance from Nandulu. The ruins have an ominous feel that cannot be avoided. Since coming to this location, I have fought against some of the creatures there and found that they carry treasures that will bring us much in the way of trade. While you are fighting against these foes, I would ask you that you collect the items so that we may earn something from the aid you are providing.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Though I bear a great deal of pride, I can admit that I know fear, and no greater fear has come over me as seeing the master of the ruins. It roams Nandalia with a skeletal wight at its side at all times, and it is itself a creature of terror, of extreme terror. Should you happen upon this creature, I would advise running. If you stay and fight and emerge victorious, tell me, and I may offer you a reward. The master of the ruins wanders throughout the ruins and is never in one place too long.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We know that there are a great number of dead within this place. We have learned of these foul beings from our stone speaker and our friend Radagast. We know that they are evil and that they hate all that live. I must ask that you make your way to the ruins and destroy the dead there. They are a blight on these lands and should be purged. You will find a great number of these creatures, some bloated, some barely seated in flesh, and others bereft of flesh within the borders of Nandelu. Banish them from the ruins and return to me. So we'll do all these quests because they're pretty easy, and then we shall call it a day. And finally we're back from killing all those many dead.
What do you need?
Yes, these are very valuable find. If we can determine that none of these are ruined or corrupted, then I think they will earn us a great deal of supplies from the traders in Bree land. Thank you for this, Runlina.
How can I be of service?
Just knowing that the creature has been defeated brings a wisp of hope into my heart. You have done much to aid the Eglain this day, Runlina, and have done much to earn this. Thank you for all that you continue to do for my people.
Greetings.
This cannot have been an easy task. The dead are creatures that inspire fear within the most courageous of hearts. We Eglain are indebted to you, Runlina. I offer you this meager gift for your efforts.
Greetings.
We have water now to fill our barrels. I am grateful for you and all you have done for my people. Here, Runlina, take this and know the gratitude of all the Eglain of Osgiliath.
How can I be of service?
The bellies will be cleaned and the meat will be cured and salted. I'll be able to fill our water barrels and feed my people. You have my thanks, friend. And now we can head off back to Osgiliath, to Radagast and Frederick. And we find ourselves once more back in Radagast's home.
There is a gaunt lord here.
Book 2, Chapter 10, Breeders of the Dead. These sigils bear the mark of Ivar the Bloodhand. He is a powerful lord of the Gaunt Men, and a dangerous and vile creature. It is he who is behind the corruption of the Red Swamp. Why would a creature such as Ivar travel so far from Angmar? Power, perhaps. But what drew him? I mean, we've seen him talking with the Witch King and the Sourhand Dwarf. So they're obviously colluding together. Let me just clear up something here. We'll also get a red stone, which is pretty cool. I don't know what that does.
I have a task for you.
Book 2, Chapter 11, The Stone Speaker. This land was the site of many battles in the past. Some say the swamp takes its name from the blood of fallen men that stains the earth red, but my knowledge of the swamp's history is limited. I do know of a man named Eric, a wise man of the Eglain, though only by reputation. He is a stone speaker, a scholar who studies the stones and collects knowledge from their markings. Eric knows much of the local lore. Travel to him and ask for his help. He currently dwells south of here, beyond Talath Gowan, down in Hairlog. He may provide us with the knowledge we seek. You're the boss, Radagast. You can see we're getting quite near towards the end of the epic quest in the Lonelands because we're traveling to all the locations on the east side of the map. You know, we started on the west and now we've moved across. You know, we've got quests in the Red Pass and Agamar. But now we've got to head back into Troll territory in Hairlog. Just before that, we'll speak to the Elder and hand in the quest with him. Oh, there's a quest here for Langar.
No pleasant journey draws me hither.
Oh, I'll get us a class trait point. We'll actually do this. No pleasant journey draws me hither, my sister. I have been sent to put an end to one of our folk. Ah, she's a Beorning. I held no warm feelings for Awful Moth, and I do not think you did either. But he is still blood. It saddens me that this action is necessary, but Grim Beorn has commanded it, and I think it just. Actually, I think Langar was one of the women we met at the very start of the episode of the series. Some weeks ago, Awful Moth began straying further and further afield, and I think he encountered someone beneath the trees of Mirkwood. From this mysterious stranger he heard cruel whispers, and Grim Beorn believes these whispers took root within Awful Moth's heart. He spoke vile words to Grim Beorn and others of our folk and fled from our lands. Now we hear that he has killed without mercy, striking down innocent folk without care or reason. I'm glad you answered my letter. Awful Moth is strong and fierce, but he is of our blood, and I need someone at my side if I am to go through with this unpleasant duty. He deserves this judgment, but I do not know that I can carry it out alone. Speak to me when you are ready, and we will make for where he was seen last. So we will definitely do that in the next episode. We're coming toward, we're spending a good bit of time here in this one, so we'll finish up here.
What can I do for you?
You have proven a choice unmatched, Runlina. We have found new allies in this world, and we will work with them to form a bulwark against the evil creeping here. Now we can focus our attention towards the Red Swamp in the north. Yeah, none of this stuff is actually really any good, so it doesn't really matter if we take it or not. And the Stone Speaker.
Stay a moment.
Actually, here's a quest for us to talk to Eric as well, or Eric. So that works out quite well with Radagast's quest. There is a man you should speak with. He is named Eric, but we also call him the Stone Speaker. He is a wise man of the Eglain. He is currently keeping vigil at a place inhabited by the cursed shades of men. You may find much to learn from Eric and the dead men of Hairlog. Find Eric by travelling south across the Great East Road and beyond Talith Gowan. Venture into Hairlog as far south into the swamp as you can journey, and you will discover the Stone Speaker in the ancient ruins there. The shades there are not like the other wives' tales you might hear of ghosts. They seem to have no ill intent. So, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We accomplished quite a lot. We got level 30, and we're actually very close to getting level 40. Sorry, level 31, not level 40. As well as covering a lot of quests in the Lonelands. You know, we dealt with the Earthkin, we went and killed the Master of the Ruins. So we're getting quite along quite well. So if you can, please consider giving a like to the channel and subscribing to follow me on this journey across Middle-earth. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care and have a great day.